Hey guys, I am going to show you how to do activity number 12. I just recorded it and my microphone wasn't working properly, so now I'm re recording it. So, anyway, I'm going to probably rush through this pretty fast. So, what you're going to have to do is if there's a step that you're not sure of or there's a step you're missing, just rewind the video and watch the part that you need to watch. So, all right. So word processing number 12, you're going to learn how to make a flow chart. So a flow chart is a a chart that shows you text boxes with arrows to show you the steps in how to make something. Okay, so you're going to have to think of some sort of project or process that you know how to do. For example, and I'll go over the examples with you in a second here. The one thing you're going to notice is I already created a word processing blank page for you. I'm going to start doing that because some people are accidentally turning in blank pages. Now, if I create the blank page for you, when you go to the top of your screen, because remember yours looks different than mine, you'll have the spot there for you to click on. Okay. So let me open up the activity, which is right here, making a flowchart. And then just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to create my own Google Doc. Remember, you guys are going to do this a different way, but I'm just demonstrating. So, and then yours will be called word processing activity 12. And then for you guys, you may have to, if it just says word processing activity 12, when you open yours up, what you may want to do is click in here and go ahead and put your name and a dash, and then that'll put your name right in the title. That makes it a little bit easier when you're turning it in so we know whose it is. Okay, split your screen. Most of you know how to do this by now, especially those of you that have been into class in person. So to split your screen, you're going to go to this little button right here, which is the restore down button. I'm going to click it, and it kind of made it half the size of the screen for me. Now, if it doesn't do that, you simply go to the edge and you can make it bigger or smaller. So, and if you grab the corner or the bottom, you can kind of make it longer or shorter. Okay, so let me do that. And then here's my document. So what I want to do is I want to grab that tab, hold the button down, and drag this over. Okay, and let's make it a little bit wider so it's a little easier to see. And we can pretty well see everything on there. Okay, so what are we going to do? We are going to learn how to insert a text box, which is brand new. And we're going to be using the drawing toolbar to create arrows, which for you guys is sort of new as well. And we're going to place word art in here. So pretty well everything you guys are going to do today is using the drawing toolbar. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So it says here, create a new doc, type your name, hit enter once, type activity 12, hit enter twice. So let me do that. Doesn't tell me to change the font size or anything like that. Okay, so there's my name, there's the activity. One thing that you might want to do that might make this easier, for some strange reason, it says scroll the cursor right here. The cursor is the flashing line. So basically you want to hit enter. Notice how I'm just hitting enter and it's going down to the bottom. Just do that. Because what it does is kind of opens up the page for you to be able to insert stuff into it, and it'll make it a little bit easier for you. And then I go back up to where I was. Okay, so first thing we want to do is we want to put a word art title in here. So you're going to need the drawing feature, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So what I want you to think about is what is a process that you know how to do really, really easily? And it has to be something that has at least 5 steps. So some examples are like brushing your teeth, making your bed, making your lunch, washing your hair, cooking a meal, doing certain things like that that some of you guys already know how to do. So I've chosen that I am going to I've chosen that I'm going to create a Hang on a sec here. I gotta pause this. All right, so I just had somebody Zoom me, so I had to pause here for a little bit of time. So I'm not 100% sure where I left off with you guys. So let's see here. So we got our name up there. Oh yeah, we were talking about a something that takes at least 5 steps, and I've chosen to write down how to make a grilled cheese sandwich. So you have to have something that has at least 5 steps and 5 boxes. And what we're going to be using the most today is we're going to be using the insert button, the drawing, and new. So you can see up here I have insert, drawing, and new. And that's how we're going to be doing inserting the boxes, inserting the word art, and inserting the arrows. So you're going to need to make a flowchart that includes the following: at least 5 text boxes, arrows showing the order of the steps, and a large clip art picture, and then a word art title. So step 5 is the word art title. That's pretty simple to do. So to get to word art, you're going to go to insert, drawing, new, and then it opens up the second dialog box. So word art is located on this under this actions button. So you're going to go ahead and hit actions, word art. This is where you're going to type in your title. Now, if your title's really long, you don't want it to just go all the way across the screen. You want it to go a little bit and then the rest of it go underneath. So you'll notice up here it says use enter to save, use shift enter for multiple lines. So I'm going to put how to make I'm going to hold the shift button down and press enter. Grilled cheese sandwich. Actually, maybe what I'll do is move grilled up to the top, and then I'll go in front of cheese and then press shift enter. All right, so now I'm going to hit enter one more time, and there's my title. Now remember, this is like a picture, so you can change the size of it once you hit save and close and it goes on your document. And the other thing is you can adjust the color and all that stuff right now. So I'm going to just change it to color. Let's make the line around the outside a little bit wider. And you can change the font style if you want. That's my favorite one. So I'm going to hit save and close. And let me make this bigger for a sec. So this is way too big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and shrink it down. And remember, to move something around on the page, you're going to always press the wrap text button. So I'm going to hit wrap text. Now, nothing's permanent right now, so I'm just going to slide it up to the top, and then I'll probably rearrange where I put it. So those are basically, this is how we're going to do everything on this assignment. So I'm going to go back to making a half page here. Step number 6. So this is where you're going to be making your text boxes. So you have to have your steps all kind of laid out in your mind already. So if I go up here and go to insert, drawing, new, just like I did before, this time, instead of pressing actions, you're going to notice this box right here with a T in the middle. That's your text box. So click on it, hold your mouse button down, and then just kind of draw a rectangle. However big you think you need it to be. So, but you can adjust it. And then inside each box, you got to put the number of whatever step it is. So this is step number 1. Get bread and butter. Get bread and butter one side of each slice. Actually, you know what I should put is get 2 slices of bread. 2 slices of bread and butter one side. Boom. So, and what I'm going to do before I hit save and close is I want to adjust the size of the box to kind of fit around the words to make sure that it's not like too big, because you're going to have a lot of steps on here. And you can change the color of the line. Let's make this like ugly green, and let's make the line thicker. So there we go, that stands out. I'm going to hit save and close, and there it is. So remember, this is just like a picture, right? So you click on it, You can adjust the size again, like so. You know, it makes it bigger, makes it smaller. But you always want to press the wrap text button. So there we go. So now I'm going to move this up here. All right. So the next step is box 2. Now you remember you have to have at least 5 of these, but I'm only going to make 2 because I'm demonstrating. So I'm going to create one more text box. So I go back up to Insert, Drawing, New. And I'm going to create another text box. And this is step number 2, right? So I'm going to put a 2. Step 2, heat up a frying pan. Boom. Step 2. Pretty simple. So I'm going to adjust the size. You can adjust the color however you want. Let's make this one like a dark red. We'll make that a lot wider. Let's make it dotted lines. No, that's kind of gross. So let's go back. About dashed lines. No, I don't like that either. I'm just going to leave it the way it was. And then I'm going to hit save and close. And then remember, it's a picture, so you want to click wrap text. So once I've done that, I can move it wherever I want. So once you have all 5 or more of boxes done, then you're going to spend some time rearranging them on the page. So, you know, this one here I'm going side to side. If I wanted to do step 3, I could put it down here. If you want to just put it straight underneath, you can too, but I'm going to put mine right over here. So now a flow chart shows the direction in which the process goes. So you're going to click on we want an arrow to go from the first box to the second box and the second box to the third box and so on. So to create an arrow, you're doing the exact same thing that you did to create the text boxes. So you're going to go to Insert, Drawing, New. And now there's 2 ways to make an arrow. There's this line feature, which if you click the little down button, there's an arrow right there. That just makes a little skinny arrow, which I like the bigger arrows. So what I'm going to do is go to Shape. And I'm going to click on Arrows. And my arrow is kind of going to be going on a downward angle. So I'm going to click this one here. And I'm going to draw it as big as I want. Like if you can make it skinny, you can make it fat, you can make it long, however you want to do it. So I'm just going to do, let's see, I'll do that. Change the color, whatever color you want. Let's make this one kind of a light green. You can change the border color if you want as well. Make the border thicker. Do it that way. Now, my arrow needs to kind of go on an angle down. So this little dot right here lets you kind of spin it around. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of put it on an angle like that. Hit save and close. And there it is. So it's just like a picture. So I need to move this up so that it's up here. So you're going to click on wrap text again. And then you're going to move it up. Now it's not quite the way I want it. I want it to be kind of curved up a little bit more. So let me make it smaller. And then I'm going to have to go to Edit. So I click on Edit. And it goes back to it. So this is where I can do this. Click on that. Change the angle. Like that. Try that out. It's better. Like so. So step 1, arrow. Step 2, arrow. Step 3, and so on. So I only did 2 steps up there for demonstration. When you're all done, everything can be moved around on the page if you need to rearrange things. So it won't be as complicated as the example. If you look at the example here, the example has 11 steps in it. That's just to show you, the possibilities. So you're just going to go ahead and create 5 steps or so. All right, so I think that's pretty well everything. And if you need to go back and rewatch this, you can do that. Okay, and that's it.